What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? We've already got some people in the chat talking. How's everybody doing on this fine Sunday? See you guys in here. Let me see how far back this chat goes real quick. All right. Mike Kane, first one in. Ozart. I appreciate that, man. Let's see. Mike Kane again. Says, I hope Southern Girl will be here to tell us. Yeah, I hope she's got him already. How's everybody doing? Let me see this. Put that on live chat. Make sure you turn your chat to live chat so you see everybody's and not just the top ones. Yeah, I'm hoping she gets on at some point today and says if she's tried it yet or anything like that. Yeah. Also, Anthony. So, Sativa's on, Linda's on, Fun Size is on. Awesome. Looks great. Everything seems to be working today. So, that's good. Let me get on here real quick. We just got back from Wichita a little bit ago. I actually almost thought that I was going to miss the live because we were driving back, and for some reason I was thinking it was at 5 o'clock, and I was like, ah, crap, I think we missed it. And then we walked in the door, and I had to set everything up real quick, and I was like, no, it's 6 o'clock. So, let's see. And he says, filled up the dumpster today, huh? Did you guys have your spring cleaning? We had our town spring cleaning not too long ago, so we had quite a bit go out. We have like one day a year where they'll come and get anything and everything that's big. So we did ours, I think it was last weekend. Mike, you say your bottom gum is shrinking so much you might not have a ridge left. That tends, the longer you go without teeth, the more and more they shrink. And depending on how young you were when you got your teeth pulled or lost them, they told me when I first went in and told them, my teeth were getting to a point where I just didn't want to spend the money and take the time to do everything that they wanted to fix them and stuff. And they brought out this little example thing and showed just how much my ridge was going to shrink by a certain point in time. So I'll be in the same boat at some point where I'll have no bottom ridge at all left within my lifespan. I think it's like 20 years till you get to that point or something like that. So yeah, it's just a part of life. Your bone just starts to shrink and deteriorate and go away, and it just kind of sucks. I appreciate that, Seth. I have a great smile. Good to see you. I think you're a newer person on here, right? I don't think I've seen you on here prior. So, good to have somebody new in. Oh, yeah, Minnie. I forgot you said you're moving. All right, I'm going to go through here real quick and just give a shout out to all of my members. We're going to start with the first member is Fun Size Lady. She's in the chat today, so thank you for being a member. There's Shannon Cat. She's one of the real deals, so that's a step above the cheaper tier. Sherry Creech. Kristen Elevation, Linda W, Brandy Stevens 805, Donna W, which is in here today as well, Penny Cedras Cedras 2528, David Roberts S2B, Minnie Joliffe, which is in here today as well. Good to see you. Southern Gal, the winner of our last giveaway. Hopefully we can all see how she's doing. Tara Farley, TX Kit Kat, so looks like Texas Kit Kat 1307. I think she's in today too. I think I've already seen her in here. Donna Marie, PSZONIAK 6101. Man, some people, I don't know how you come up with these names sometimes. Another real deal, Lori Darling Walters 5025. Matthew 3187, Mr. Snappers 1D, Jesus Says 7x70, at 324R, Anthony F 4439, which was our other giveaway winner, our large giveaway winner. Hopefully we can see how he's doing today if he gets on at any point. Cole Thomas 6872, David Gooch 9882, and Anthony 66630. So good to see you guys. That was all of my members. Read through the members list. And remember, anybody can be a member. It's fairly cheap. Just go on over, and it's like $1.99 to become a member. All the money that goes from the memberships is a group giveaway, basically. So all the money gets collected eventually once it reaches the right amount. And then I buy one of these personally, pick somebody who's been a member and who is a active member in the lives, stuff like that, who's here all the time, somebody that's involved with the channel. And this time around, we have picked Fun Size Lady to be the one who gets them, so you guys can help save for that. Also, any super chats. So what I want to do today is, let's see what is going on here. I don't know if my thing has stopped or not over here, but we'll see. Somebody type something. I just want to see if it pops up on my end. It stopped last time a bunch, so I'm just like checking it a lot this time. I don't know. I know it said everything up to the last thing Minnie said, the 12 years. Yeah, it is a surprise how much you collect in a shorter period of time than that. It's surprising how much you can collect in a year. So, I just want to make sure that everything's working correctly. So, anyways, today I need to find me a pen and paper. Anybody who does, so, oh, there we go. Cool. Fun Size Lady. Thank you. Yeah, everybody did. I looked up and there was nothing on the screen for the first time, so I immediately was like, oh no, it's doing what it did last time. So, today, anybody who gives a super chat, doesn't matter how much, every dollar that you give will be an extra in the next giveaway. I actually got a hold of me. Denture Rescue sent me an email today, and they're setting me up with instead of Adam, we're going to be contacting a girl named Madison, who's going to be the new contact on any further promotions and stuff. So I got to get a hold of her next week, and we're gonna start planning out the next giveaway and stuff for everybody. So I figured we'll just do something fun today, and if anybody gives any type of super chats, $1, $2, $3, any dollar amount, you get that many votes into the next giveaway. And it's just for you guys that are here live. So everybody else, you snooze, you lose. And I'm going to write those down. I'm going to add those to the next ones. And then when we do the next giveaway, that'll be how many you have. So we'll do that today. And I'll just keep mentioning it. And if anybody wants to keep putting that in the chat every so often as more people come in, that'd be cool. I'll just an attempt to, because all the super chats and everything like that go towards this community giveaway thing as well. So any amount of money goes towards that. The memberships, the super chats, all that goes towards that amount. And I want to try to get it as soon as possible. So we're going to do this just for today only, just for you guys. Because I know some people can't do the membership because they may have like $1 or $2 to give away today, or even $5 to give away today. But they don't want to get a membership that's going to constantly take every month from their paycheck or from their thing. So we've got our first one. Mike Kane gave $1.99. So we're going to go ahead and count that as $2 for you, Mike Kane. So that's going to be 2 extra votes, and you're already a member. And on the next giveaway, that will also be another 5. So right now you're up to 7. Do you have a pen, Jenny? I need some help. I need some professional help. Probably. So I want to write down the amount and everything, because I need to get all that together so I can get a total and kind of tell you where we are with that. So appreciate it. Give me some paper too. Look at that. She's so good. That's why you marry him. Just kidding. Because you get paper. All right. I'm going to write down Mike Kane. He's going to get 2 extra in the next giveaway. So, yep, all day today. Anybody that wants to give anything, you can buy some extra votes. And it's all going towards a good cause. It's not going into my pocket. So, oh, you're not yet a member, Mike? I thought you were a member. Did I not read off your name? Maybe I just see you in here so much. It's kind of like Donna. There was a few weeks ago, well, a little while back on one of the lives, I kept saying that like Donna was the winner or something. Donna W. And or was given a certain amount of money and she like never did any of it. She could have just took credit for it all, but it was funny. Because if I see you in here long enough, I just start assuming that you're the one who is doing all the good stuff. Right? Heck yeah, Fun Size. Thanks for sharing that. That's good stuff. So we've got $1.99. Let's count that as $2. I'll throw in the extra penny. And then I got to see what last month's was. Yeah, I know. We need to get those as soon as possible. Although, Fun Size, don't you still have a few that you need to take out before you can put them in? I think, didn't you say that you still had a few that you needed to get taken out? Or did you end up having that? I gotta ask and wait for the lag to catch up. So, let's see, we had 40, 60 in memberships. And I think we're on a whole new month now. And then we didn't get very many super chats last month. I'll get all this figured out. Probably not right now, but I'll get it all figured out. And then by the next one, we'll come up with a tally, because 175 is what I'm going to put in personally. So I do half of it. I go ahead and spend for half of it. Oh, there we go. Sativa on the $5 one right there. Heck yeah. All right, your name down here. Sativa Sagittarius. You got 5, so $4.99. We're just gonna count it as 5. So here, we'll do this. Votes. Mike with 2 and Sativa with 5 extra. Heck yeah, that's awesome. Thank you guys very much for that. And Fun Size is very appreciative, I know. I was gonna look this up real quick. I'm glad I know this sounds weird, but I will say that I'm glad I don't have thousands of members. It would make the monthly thing a whole lot faster, because then every month I would just be giving one away. No joke. Like if I got, what is it? Almost 400. So if we got 400 members, we would just give a new one away every month. You know what I mean? It would be, I would just be picking somebody out. Actually, I would have a membership vote to see who goes on to get the next one, which is what I'm going to do after Fun Size. What we're going to do is just get on and do like a membership vote and have them vote on the next one that they think should be put in. And pretty soon we'll get like a group of people that have been the winners. That can kind of tell everybody how it's went and stuff like that. And what I really, really badly want to do is set up some calls once people start having some more positive outcomes and stuff with it. And it's still like we've discussed before, it's not all going to be positive. Some people have certain things that end up happening and they're unable to get it to work right, or you know, certain bone losses or contusions and things like that that end up happening where they can't get it to set right. And then some people just don't have the maker abilities to do it, hand-eye coordination or whatever it takes, and get frustrated really easily. I mean, me and several other people, we had a few other people on here live the other day that had a pretty good success rate with it. And they were able to give some personal testimonies in the chat, which was nice. And I'd like to, if I can remember who that was that got on and talked about it. I can't remember. There was a guy on here that he did a pretty dang good job on making his, and he was able to eat with them and stuff, and was just talking them up like crazy. And there was another guy that got on right after him. They were kind of both just discussing it. That's probably been like 3 or 4 weeks now. I should have just wrote their names down. It's hard to remember everybody, and I don't think I've seen them on in a little while. Heavy Runner Music says, what's going on? I'm late. Fun Size filling you in right there. Any super chat today on this live will get you an extra entry. So like any dollar amount, not any super chat, but any dollar amount. So you give $1, you get an extra entry on the next one. You do $5, you get 5 extra entries on the next one. Any dollar amount gets you an extra. It's just for the people today that join live. Mike, I think it was an Anthony, not the winner Anthony, but I think it was a Anthony, because I keep thinking it was Anthony. I wanted to say that, but we have a member that ended up winning the large that's name is Anthony. I think it's a different Anthony, if I remember right. So, Minnie, you said you don't remember how. Down at the bottom, there should be a dollar amount thing on there. And I think you should just click on, I've never given any money on a super chat before, so I probably should, just so I can learn how to do it and tell everybody else how to. Yeah. So if you want any extra entries today and today alone, we're probably not going to do this again, so it's just something that everybody that's getting on live today that sees this is going to have that ability to get that. And we won't promote that. We won't say it in any videos or anything like that. This is just something between me and anyone who gets on live today. So nobody feels like they got it. We won't mention it until the actual giveaway. I'll let everybody know about the day that we went live and sold giveaway tickets. Both Anthonys are too busy eating steak to be here. Right? Too busy eating that good food, huh? Yep. I'm with you. They're like, you know what? I got mine. Got a main. It's time to eat. I get that. And I have no fault with anybody at all. I think the first person that first giveaway that was completely unplanned, it was because Now Denture sent me 2 pair so I could just show a size comparison. And then I ended up whoa, Heavy Runner Music just gave $20. Sorry, stopped me right in my tracks whenever I seen that. That's awesome. What an amazing give right there. Dang, he's in it to win it. Heavy Runner Music. Should I do giveaways like this? Instead of doing a giveaway video and having entries on the giveaway video, should we just do it so all you live people have the better chance of winning? And just do, I don't know what you guys think of that, where you can buy votes or just have it as a secondary thing. You know what I mean? Well, I don't want to make people buy votes because some people just can't. That would be cruel. I think there needs to be an option for people who just have nothing to give that can still be entered into it. So Heavy Runner Music's getting 20 votes. I'm telling you, the 2 people in the last one that had the most votes, that had the most entries, are the people who won. Nobody had more entries than Southern Gal in the medium, and she ended up winning it. Anthony was the most in the large, I think. I think he had quite a bit of them, so he did pretty good. That's amazing, Heavy Metal. I appreciate that. Or Heavy Runner. I keep wanting to say Heavy Metal. So, you're awesome. Yeah, I wanna just come over here and give you a little. Can I do that? Is that possible? Oh, it's not letting me. I guess I can do that. Sweet. I'm going to do that to all of them. I don't know how much interaction I can have with the chat, but I'm going to go through here and like these. Because I didn't know I could. Everybody's just one-upping each other. That's awesome. My picture pops upside down? Well, I noticed whenever I was setting this up, to do the chat that's on this side. Sorry, it's mirrored right there. Anyways, when I was setting that up, it actually said activate this video, and when it showed it upside down. So I don't know where the stuff got mixed up, but something got mixed up somewhere. Weird. That's all right. Okay, so we're up to, maybe we should have set a goal today. 20 bucks is awesome. It's kind of like that one lady. She was when King Rob, and I still haven't even seen him or talked to him since he got that set. Which fine, he's a dad, he's busy. He still gets on all these live after we're done, and he'll leave comments and stuff here and there. So he's still like, I haven't talked to him personally, and I haven't seen him on a live, but I still see and hear from him. But I'd like to see how he's doing. When he told us his story and stuff, and I kind of threw out the first idea to do like a giveaway for a community member, this one person was very, very into it. And I think just about every live she gave right around 30 bucks. I mean, it was amazing. Minnie with another one there. That's awesome. $10 from Minnie Joliffe. 10 entries for you. Sheesh. We might get there today. You guys are being awesome. Minnie Joliffe. Am I pronouncing that right? Joliffe? $10. 10 entries. 10 extra entries. So you'll have your one entry whenever we do the video for everybody's entries. You'll have your one. So everybody in here gets an extra. So like Mike gave $2, he's actually going to have 3 votes. Sativa gave $5, she's going to have 6. Get what I mean? Because you'll have your initial vote that's going to be on the video, and then your give one. So it's awesome. Oh, we're up to $36, $37, 38, right? 5, 6, 7, oh, 37 so far on that. 40, 80, hold on. 37, 2, that would be 8, 9. Heck yeah. We're getting there. We are getting there. Fun day is kind of tricky, especially with summer coming. Is it? I know it's tricky for some. There are some people who still have church in the evening and stuff. So it's just easier for me today than it is Saturday, because we were doing every Saturday evening right in like the middle of the evening. And I don't know how many times me and my wife were like, let's go do something. And I was like, oh, I've got to go live. Because I just want to do that. I want to be here in case anybody has any questions. Anybody has anything that they want to ask about, if they're in the middle of making them and they have any specific questions. I still have people get on and ask throughout the week and stuff, and it's much easier to say it than it is to type it. And so I like to have these lives just so I can help more people in the moment. So I want to keep them each week, but we switched it over because I want to be able to take my wife out and do stuff. Crazy thing is, we switched it. I've done like 2 or 3 of these Sundays now, and we still haven't done anything. Do what? Oh. I wanted to yesterday, and then I just completely, it just went out. I wanted to go do something, but I just completely forgot. I did. Did you? Maybe we can go do something after all this. We'll do something next Saturday, for sure. For sure. But that's, I mean, I'd rather have all my Saturdays open, even if we don't do anything. I'd rather have my Saturdays open in case there's something to do. Especially with like having a kid in high school who's in band, and there's all sorts of stuff that happen on the weekends, and I'd rather just have days available. Nothing happens on Sundays for us. So do what? He has state next weekend on Saturday. Oh heck yeah, heck yeah. Remember, guys, anybody that's brand new, today and today only, you'll see some super chats. Those are for our local giveaway. It's going to Fun Size. So anybody who does a super chat today, the dollar amount that you give will be how many extra votes you give. So if you give $5, you get 5 extra votes in the next giveaway. If you give $10, you get $10 extra in the next giveaway. We've already had somebody give $20. So that's 20 extra votes that they get in the next giveaway. And that is fantastic. And then some of you guys who end up being like Minnie Joliffe gave $10, and she's actually a member. So she'll get her vote for the video, her 5 extra votes for being a member, because you get 5 extra votes for being a member. And then the 10 votes. So she's going to have 16 votes on the next giveaway. That's awesome. It is. I love that. Donna, we've we all agree with you. I think everybody at the very beginning said they were hoping to see a Southern Gal here today, and I guarantee she's going to get on afterwards and see all of this. So this is what I love about having this thing right here, because now you can actually see what people say in the chat after the live thing. So when she gets on afterwards, she'll see everybody. So. Oh, wait, did I miss something? Hold on. Oh, yeah. See, I didn't even see Fun Size already said Minnie's a member. Yeah, I was just mentioning. I was going back through. Sorry about that. Yep, she gets those 5 extra for that. It's going to be 15 altogether. That's awesome. Donna says she was responding to Fun Size in agreement that not having to be on live for giveaways. Yeah, as soon as I said it, like I kind of thought in my own mind, like, yeah, you shouldn't have to be on live. You should still get an entry for free. And this last time that I did the giveaway, before that, I'm always doing something to try to give people some extra ends. And the very first sanctioned denture rescue giveaway that we did, where they sent something to specifically be given away, no, not that one. The one that was a random, the extra one that I ended up giving away. I did an extra video where I said anybody that wants a second entry can get on right here and do this. It just gives an option, so people who are actually involved, who get on all the time and watch the videos and stuff like that, get that extra little added benefit. We might do that on this next one too. Joliffe. So I was pronouncing it right? Did I say it wrong? Camille Lee Eon says, hi, just saw you were live. I ordered my uppers yesterday. Heck yeah. Let us know how it goes. You can see on here, if you go through the chat, you can see that there's a lot of people in here that they just want to know how it's going, how people are doing with theirs and stuff like that. They want that information. They want to know if you're successful, what you're eating, and all that different stuff. So definitely, if you get it and it works and you have a good time with it, make sure that you get on here and let us know how it goes. Christina, hello to you too. Good to see you. Yes, Donna. If you order yours, then you can give your entries away. 100%. That's how Southern Gal got so many last time, because King Bob is a member, and actually he may have unsubscribed from the membership because he was a member and he had 5 extra entries, and he gave those to Southern guy, but I don't remember reading his name today, so maybe he unmembershipped, which is everybody's option. You know what I mean? But he gave her his extra 5. So anybody who has who orders theirs, anybody who orders theirs or doesn't want to be entered in themselves and stuff, you still get an entry to give to anybody that you want to give them to. Donna's ordering hers on the 3rd. Heck yeah, this is tax season. I would assume that there would be a lot of people. In fact, like when that video first started getting up to like 200,000 views, like at that point I didn't really expect there to be a lot of people ordering and buying them. I expected to get way more views during tax season, because usually the way that my channel is, I have quite a bit of review videos of like different products and stuff like that from before. I just did one on some amps and stuff. A lot of those videos don't really do that good on a regular timetable, but like during Christmas and during tax season, those things skyrocket. Like they get tons of views and stuff. So even like right now, that video only has like under 100 views or something like that. I'm really not worried about it, because because it's a budget product that's very viewed on Amazon. People will be searching it and wanting to figure out that information. Then come like Christmas time, that thing it'll just launch. That's typically what happens. But I figured these videos on the Now Dentures, I assume that they would jump up during tax season and probably fall once tax season is over, which I think they're still, what is it right now? When is tax season over with?
It's past the 15th already.
Oh, it is past the 15th, so everybody should have their taxes in and done by now.
But that doesn't mean they've got their money.
Yeah, and be receiving them within, so probably most people have gotten theirs back by now. Snowing in New York. Christina says it's snowing in New York. Wow. It's hot here. I'm in Kansas. We just had tornadoes and stuff a couple days ago. Really bad storms. Weather's doing some crazy stuff right now. I think we had a tornado touchdown. We had 2 tornadoes touchdown. How far do you think Ponca is away from us? About 30 miles, 40 miles? Huh?
It's 30 minutes. That's all I know.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I judge miles. Like, if it takes 30 minutes to get there, it's about 30 to 40 miles away. So, heck yeah, Donna. Donna says no taxes, just budgeted the last 3 months. That's the best way to do it. That's what I tell a lot of people. I mean, there are some people who they just can't, and I get that. My mom is on a disability, and she basically has $5 to her name at the end by the time all of her stuff's paid for. So I 100% get that. But there are some people who, you might not be able to get it this month, but you could definitely save and get to them. And some people are really good at budgeting. I suck at it. I'm really bad at budgeting. Probably the worst. I'm not hurting. You know what I mean? Like, when I first made the videos and I first got these, I was. Like, that's how quickly things have changed for me. And it's not because of YouTube. It's because of my job. Like, I got offered a better job, better position, got a nice pay raise. And then that video blew up. So that, with the added extra little bit that YouTube's been getting, I'm doing pretty good. But for some reason, I keep like getting a lot lower at the end of each month than I'd like to be. But at least my credit's looking good, because I took out a loan that I didn't really need, but it was like a creditor loan. So predator loan. So it's like, the bad thing about it is you overpay for those loans, but they skyrocket your credit score. So my credit score goes up about 20 points, right? Wasn't it like 20 points each month, which is nice, because I had a bankruptcy, so I had 0 credit. And once I got a couple credit cards, I got my truck that I'm making payments on, and then my credit card, which is way too much. I just need to pay it off. Like, it's just a waste of money. But we're trying to get our credit. Me and my wife are trying to get our credit scores high enough to where we can buy a house. That's kind of where we're at. We own this place, but this is kind of a crummy house that we live in. We live in out of necessity. We want to buy something that's just ours, all ours, everything we want. You know, the privacy fence, big backyard for our big dogs, basement, detached garage, all sorts of different things instead of just dealing with what we got. That's crazy that it's snowing in New York. That's awesome though. Snowing in spring. Yeah, snowing in April. That's nice. Las Vegas for 12 years. Oh man, I wouldn't be able to handle that either. You're lucky it's dry heat though, because in Kansas it's that moist heat. And you're sweating and you feel like you're suffocating. It's that southern heat. It sucks. I'd much rather have dry heat. I was in Arizona when it was like 110 degrees, and I'd much rather have that than Kansas's 100 degrees. Because in Kansas, when it's 100 degrees, the moisture is so thick, it's ridiculous. And mosquitoes, dry heat, you don't really have all that stuff. Donna, where are you from? You said you sat in the basement 3 nights this week. Well, all you guys up in the Kansas City area, fun size, did you guys have to go to a basement and get away from? I know the Kansas City area had tornadoes, and then there was Iowa, Michigan. Was it Indiana that ended up having? There was some pretty big, strong tornadoes this past week, uh, up in the north. It almost feels like Tornado Alley has just shifted over. You know what I mean? Instead of being Texas, Kansas, or Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and up, now it seems like it's Louisiana, Arkansas, and straight up. There seems to be a lot more bigger ones over that direction. Yeah, Donna, it says I feel better just to get them and not have a payment monthly. Yeah, I agree with you. Sativa says the dry heat is worse. She prefers moisture. Man, that's wild. I've never heard anybody say that they prefer the moist heat or the humidity heat over the dry heat. Dry heat does suck. Any heat sucks. I hate heat. I'm Irish. My blood's far too thick for heat. I hate it. I hate every second of it. But I would much rather have dry heat. Patsy says I saw a video that explained a way to get your credit score higher. I will see if I can find it. Creditor score or predators, they're not fun. They kind of suck, and you pay almost double what you ended up getting a loan for. But it's the fastest way that I've seen to get it, and you're kind of just paying to. You're basically paying an extra $1,000 or $2,000 just to get your credit to go up. Like, it'll be worth it in the end, though. When we finally get our own place, it'll be worth it. We had a tornado watch, but nothing over here in my area. You'll have to remind me where you're from, Sativa. Did I already see it? Oh, I missed Minnie's. Said Missouri is cool today. Kansas was actually super cool this morning, like very cool. And then it ended up getting really nice this afternoon. We went to the mall in Wichita, and it was just super nice. Fun size. Who's up by the Kansas City area said it was okay, but all around there was warnings. Ah, just a watch. Well, that's good. Everybody's saying hello, Shepard. Did I miss her comment? Oh, there it is. I was gonna say I didn't see her come in. Okay, Wisconsin. Yeah, yeah. There was some up that direction. Wisconsin, Michigan, all up that direction. There were some pretty big storms up there. Mike said, "I'm a lizard stuck where there is winter." Cold-blooded, stuck in the cold. Shepard said Arizona temps are the best. I agree with you. I do. I've been to Arizona a couple times and I loved it. I really did. Even in the heat. I remember going there and it was so hot. You roll the windows down, it felt like you had like a hair dryer on your face, but it wasn't bad. Compared to southern heat, it wasn't bad. I didn't mind it at all. It's definitely hot, and I don't like the heat, but not nearly as bad as here. I thought, anyways. Donna said had 3 tornado sirens in one night, and the other 2 under warnings. Dang, you guys got some action. Oh, I get it. Okay, Sativa. So you're by Fun Size up that direction. So you must be in one of the little villages surrounding Fun Size that got all the warnings. So, oh, I love seeing people who say like I'm from Kansas, I lived in Texas, or uh, now I live here, or Shepard who said she lived in Arizona for some time and stuff. I love that. Like I've lived in Kansas my entire life, the same city and everything. I wish that I could say that I moved around. I really do. I played shows all over the place. I've probably been to at least half the states. I've never lived there. It's a whole different deal living somewhere. So I get real jealous of you guys that have actually been able to move around and live in different places. I've been stuck here my entire life. Yep, Fun Size shared it again. I'm going to just say it again just in case anybody doesn't see it. Today, we are doing something in case you're new or you're just getting into the chat for the first time and you haven't seen it yet. Today, if you give a super chat, your dollar amount, you get that many votes in the next giveaway. Today and today only. Today's live is the only day that we're going to do this. So we've already got Mike Kane who's given $2, Sativa who's given $5, Heavy Runner Music who gave $20, and Minnie who gave $10. And so in the next giveaway, they're going to have their basic vote in the giveaway video, and then like Minnie has 5 are automatically coming because she's a member. If you become a member, you get 5 extra votes added in. And then she gave $10 today, so she's going to have 16 altogether entered in the next giveaway. Heavy Runner Music's going to have 21. Sativa's going to have 5. Mike's going to have 2. Well, 3 because he's going to get his regular entry and then his $2. So any dollar amount that you can give $1 and get an extra entry. $2, get 2 extra entries, $5, 5 extra entries, whatever you want to do. And that money doesn't go to me personally, just in case you don't know, which most people that are in here today already do know. That money doesn't go to me. Anything in the super chats goes towards the community giveaway, which is going to Fun Size Lady. I picked her out to be the next one. King Bob was the first one that we ended up as a community together raising the money for and getting him his pair. Fun Size Lady is going to be the next one. So she gets, once we get this up to about 170, about 175, right? 165 or 175, I don't remember. Once we get it up to that, then I will pay the other half myself out of pocket, and we will buy her a set of these as a community together. So thank you, Mike Kane again, Sativa, Heavy Runner Music, and Minnie for all your guys' donations today, your guys' super chats. You guys are amazing. Anybody who gives towards this makes this possible. And I would love if I had like all the memberships go towards this as well. So memberships and super chats go to this. And so we have about $40 in memberships each month that go towards it. And we could just wait on memberships if we wanted to. And then 40, 40, 40, 40 until it gets up to 175. But it just takes longer. And I'd like to do more of them. And give the community a chance to give people stuff as well. This just kind of helps out, gets things rolling. And then once Minnie's done, or once, not Minnie, I said Minnie. I was trying to read the comment while I was talking about this, sorry. Once Fun Size Lady gets hers, then what we're going to do on the next community giveaway is I'm going to get the members together and I'm going to do a poll. And I'm going to see who you guys think should be the next one is in the community giveaway. Basically, anybody... Fun Size got picked because she's here all the time. And she's amazing at sharing stuff. She's always getting in the chat and saying, make sure that you hit that thumbs up and like and subscribe, share the video, stuff like that. And anytime I have any type of announcement, she's really good at getting on and sharing that stuff. Whenever we first started doing these lives, every time that we would go live, she would get into the chat and constantly give everybody the website to go to, because there used to be a lot of people who got on at the very beginning and be like, "What's that website again? What's that website?" And so Fun Size would just start putting that in every so often, like every 5 minutes she would put it in. And so she's been a huge help to the channel, huge help to the channel growth, and I really appreciate it. Not only that, but there's been a lot of technical issues that I didn't know, like how to do this or how to do that, and I've asked about it, and she's been able to get on and kind of point me in the right direction and stuff. So I want to show appreciation to her by her being the next community giveaway for this, and then we'll go. We'll get together after she gets hers, and we'll pick the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and we'll give these away until we can't get any more. You know what I mean? Until all the members just decide to quit and everybody decides they're not interested anymore. We'll do this as much as we can. And that's all, like membership money, super chats, all that different stuff. That's all extra money that it would be nice to put in my pocket. You know what I mean? And any creator in the world would probably be asking for that type of money just so they could get some extra earning and stuff like that. I don't want to. I think there's enough people out there, and I make enough money in my life anyways, but I really do think that there's people out there that are hurting, and they need an extra hand up. They need an extra shot. They need an extra chance. And if I can just give you that, if I can help you out with that, just like the super chats today. Some people don't want to become a member because it takes, even if it's $1.99, maybe they don't know if they're going to have that $1.99 every single month. And are they going to remember to unsubscribe or something like that eventually? They just don't want to take that risk. But you could give, instead of being a member, you can give $1.99 today and get two extra entries on your next one. Helps you out in the next giveaway, which like I said before, Adam Jaffe, the guy who's in charge of the Now Denture product, actually handed it off to Madison, and they emailed me today to get me in contact with Madison, and she's going to start running the promotions from here on out. So I've got to get with her and talk to her about setting up the next giveaway, hopefully tomorrow. I'm hopeful. Tomorrow, or at least this next week, so we can put out a video on it and stuff and start getting this promotional rolling. Oh, sorry to hear that, Shepard. Says you're having trouble with your arm. Is that what you were in the hospital for not too long ago? Like, what's going on with it? Dang, yeah, I'm reading through and seeing everybody. Some of you guys have lived in a whole bunch of places. What they used to call that is a rambler. I was born a rambling man. He's got to go town to town, go everywhere. I've been everywhere, man. Right? No, I think a rambler is somebody who goes from town to town and sleeps with people. So I don't think that's what you want to be called. Probably just an everywhere person. Got a tear on your shoulder. Yeah, that sucks. I feel you though. Oh, let me show you guys these. I'm super pumped about these. Hold on one second. Let me read through the rest of these. I'm like a squirrel. It's like my brain wants to. Anyways. Anyone not have alveoloplasty and the Now dentures worked for them? I ordered the medium, but they were too small, waiting for exchange. I think, did we talk about that last time? I think I remember hearing about, we were trying to figure out what the alveoloplasty means. Man, that sucks, Shepard. I'm glad you're feeling better though. Anyways, sorry, I was reading through you guys' stuff. So I found these today. I've been having struggle. We're talking about pain, right? People having pain, which I've had back pain and stuff like that happening. Here's the thing. You want to take care of your feet. Like, your feet cause a lot of issues with the way that you walk, the way that you adjust yourself while walking, and stuff like that can cause all sorts of other issues. This has nothing to do with like shepherd's arm pain or anything like that. Not talking about it because that's a whole different issue. But I've been having like really bad back pains and like knee pains and like calf pains. Like just recently, my calf was so bad I was like limping because every time that I touched the ground, it was like sent this shockwave of pain up through my calf and stuff. So when we were in the mall today, I was looking for shoes, like old guy shoes. I wanted some New Balance shoes or something. You know what I mean? Something that was comfortable because every pair of shoes that I wear, like I wear more of like a, I would call it like skater style almost. I have some Van shoes that I really like to wear, but I also have some Jordans that I really like to wear, some purple and gold, because I work at Arc City High School, so we're purple and gold. I try to get purple shoes as much as I can, and that's a whole nother thing today, trying to find purple shoes today. I went to every shoe store today trying to find purple shoes. Anyways, not part of the story, but my goal today was to find some like old man shoes, some really really comfortable shoes, something that I could wear to work, because I think just like getting this new position, the new stress added, and having to like run here and there, like something has changed since I took over this leadership position that has caused all sorts of like issues in my joints, and it just might be me getting old. Who knows? So I've been really concerned about that stuff, and I haven't been able to wear my Vans. I haven't been able to wear my anything. So, oh, hold on. We got another one. Desiree9222. Just wanted to say thank you for what you're doing, these lives and answering questions. Heck yeah. There you go. We got another one. $5. Desiree. You're awesome. Go over there and get that a like. I'll put you down for $5 here. That's going to be 5 extra entries in the next one. And like I told Donna earlier, if you're already getting some or anything like that, you can give these away too. So awesome. Appreciate it. Anyways, back to my story. So I go to, what was that store called? Do you remember? Will you grab me that bag? Where'd that bag go? I need that receipt out of it anyways. I think I threw it in the trash. Good thing I thought about it here. But we went to this store in the mall, and they had this really cool machine that you can stand on. And while you're standing there, it shows how your feet stand onto the ground. And my feet were like red on the back, like on the heel, and to the inside. So my feet kind of set sideways. Yeah, Trade Home is what the store was called. And they basically gave me these insoles that I can wear that are going to correct my walking. Hey, there's Anthony. Anthony, the winner. Everybody's been in here waiting for somebody to get in here to see if you guys have tried your winning things yet. So anyways, what I was telling you about, I got these today. Air Tracks insoles. And I'm telling you what, there's already a huge difference. Today, my calf has been killing me pretty much most of the day. And it's like as soon as I put these in, it like corrected the way that I walk. And I can already tell once I start walking a long time in them, they're going to start kind of hurting my feet at first until I get used to them. But he said once I get used to them, it's going to completely correct the way that I walk. And it's going to make my joints start feeling good again. So look at these things. I got these today. I'm more excited about this than anything else right now. Anything else in the world. These insoles. These things are amazing. I may do a whole video on them. So you can see how the back is more padded where I step harder. And then on the inside, because my feet were like rolling in. And now it's going to keep that twisted up and get me walking correctly. And that should fix my knee pain, my calf pain, my back pain, and all that different stuff. And most importantly, my feet pain. So I know everybody's getting on to Anthony right now. asking how it's going. So Sativa said we're anxious to know. So Mike said that Anthony was going to be out eating steaks today. So David Gooch says, I'm a member now. Am I entered in the next giveaway? Yes, you will be entered in the next giveaway at 5. But what I do, David, in case you weren't on the last one, which I don't remember. I thought you were. I thought I remember your name. I thought you were on the last one. I will put out a video. And last time, all my members, I just had them let me know like what sizes they had, either in a live or another way, and they didn't have to comment on the actual video itself. But on this next one, I'm going to try to do it a whole different way. Instead of drawing it out of a bowl, I'm going to try to do it like a random pick from an internet source. So this next time around, I'm going to have everybody, including members, get on and just put their one entry in. And then I'm going to match my members up with those. And you'll get 5 extra entries for being a member. Everybody does. Anthony said he hasn't tried steak yet, but he's eating everything else. Everybody's been dying to see either you or Southern Gal get on here and talk about it. So, Anthony, would you at some point feel good with getting on maybe a call, maybe next week? If and I know that you're just starting to get it, and it took me about a week to get mine perfect. You know what I mean? Still do small adjustments here and there. But after you finally get yours perfect, or even if they're perfect now, maybe next week or even the week after that, if you wanted to come on a video chat, you don't have to be on video if you don't want to be. We can just have kind of a picture up in your voice. But I would really love to have somebody who has a success story, who's able to eat and all that different stuff, be able to come on and just kind of talk about their experience building it, their experience, the process of it, kind of what your process is now, how you got to a certain point, just certain little things. I'd love to just have you on, and I think a lot of other people would really love to hear that too. Anthony's the star of the show today. Just about every question in here is for him. So, Anthony, you want to go live on YouTube, and we'll just meet you over there if you want. No, maybe after I get done, we'll just meet Anthony on his YouTube. No. That'd be funny. I have the mediums and I wear and eat them, but the lower is a little too small, and I'm hoping the large will solve my problem. Yes, Desiree, I agree with you. That's what I really want. I'd love to see and hear, and I've asked Bob, King Bob. I'm assuming the ones who didn't get back a hold of me have struggled with getting theirs fit, and that's fine. They have them. You can't ruin them. You can think you've ruined them, but you can't. I mean, you can reheat them and remold them as many times as you need. I'm assuming they either just haven't got them right yet, or they're struggling with them a bit or something like that, and they just haven't reached out to ask. Any one of them can get on a live. I can't remember the first lady's name. That's been so long ago. But King Bob, he was such a nice guy, and we had a lot of conversations prior to this. He was on a lot of lives. I'd like to get on and talk to him and see how he's going. Even if it's bad, that way I could get him on a call, and if he's having struggling with putting them together and making them, I would love to at least be able to maybe walk him through, Oh, so they're not even delivered yet. The ones you won haven't delivered yet. Okay, so you bought the mediums and then you won the larges. Okay. So he's been eating with the mediums. They just don't fit right. He's been eating with the mediums for a while. Wear and eat them, but the lower is a little too small. And I'm hoping the large will solve that problem. So they still haven't gotten there. I did the I sent them out. When was it? Tuesday? Because I still forgot Monday. I got on live and I told them that I still hadn't sent them out yet, and that was my fault. Uh, Monday came along, there was some big issue that ended up happening, and Tuesday I ended up going on my lunch break and mailing them out Tuesday afternoon, and I ended up emailing them the tracking numbers. So I'm surprised they're not there yet. It said 4 days. Oh yeah, 4 business days. So it should have been there Friday, right? You would think Friday or today.
Well, today's not a business day.
Well, we'll know next week. We'll know next live how it works out for you, how it goes. I was hoping you guys would have got them by now. So Southern Gal still hasn't gotten hers. Then most likely. Actually, no, Southern Gal's closer. She might have gotten them. Everything gets held up a day where you live. You know, Southern Gal gets on late a lot of times, so a lot of times. So she might be on at some point. We'll see. I mean, we're usually on here for a couple hours. It's only been an hour. So we're usually on here for a couple hours, and she usually kind of gets on halfway through. So we'll know. Sean Feather says, is there any way you could measure the front teeth length and the length of the whole denture and medium large? I currently have my first pair of dentures, and I would like to try these. I haven't done that specifically because they send these trays. The issue with that is I would assume it would be, so there's 2 different areas to measure from. I guess I could do, are these the right ones? Yeah. I would assume you would want to measure from center line to center line. The thing is it's got the teeth here, and this acrylic part is kind of like a cup that goes around your ridge, kind of like that. And so these are meant to be able to fit, like say you have a certain length. Some people have a certain length and some people kind of goes in just a little bit. You have a little bit of leeway with yours. You know what I mean? So there's not an exact width, length to length. I guess I could do tooth to tooth, but I don't know. Like every time that I've thought about measuring these on video and just kind of like giving everybody some type of a clue. But because it's got a little bit of room to move around, and you can see on the bottoms how, because I have a little bit of overbite, there's more at the front because it shifted a little bit back because it had enough room to shift a little bit back. I would hate to measure from one place to another and say this is what it is, and then somebody take their own mouth and measure and say, oh, well, it's not going to work, when it might have. You know what I mean? Because you have a little bit of space to play with. So that's kind of the whole reason why I haven't done the measurement thing. I always tell people when it comes to measuring just to go in and, well, my center line's different too. Because of where it's setting in my mouth, my center line's going to be different because there's room to play. Get what I'm saying? So basically, if I were to measure this now because it's molded to my mouth, it would be my center line to my center line, basically. But I completely forgot what I was saying on that because I started reading that. Hold on, let me read this. Center line to center line. Also, because these aren't exact fits, you know what I mean? There's a little room to play around with. Oh, what I always tell people whenever they ask for measurements and stuff is, yes, it is going to cost shipping if you have to send them back. That sucks, but that's how they keep the price down. Instead of these things being well over $400 with free shipping, they keep the price down, and most people don't have to ship them back. But I always tell people, go based off of your height, because they have a height chart on the website. And there's a height chart for a reason. Go based on that, and then get them. And then make sure that your ridge fits within the tray. And then if it doesn't, get a different size depending on if it's tight or not. Because unlike the regular dentures that you have that are set up for your mouth, these I've set up to mine. So somebody else that's going to make these in a large, their center line to center line might be in a whole different spot, because there's leeway to play with to be able to move it around. It's not tight. So any type of measurements that I would really take on it would be a little bit off. The only true measurement that I could do that would work right would be from tooth to tooth. Would be about as good as I could get, I would think. I mean, I could do my center line to center line, but everybody's going to be a little bit different. And these give you that type of leeway that yours can be a little bit off from mine, and it's still going to work for you. Oh, see, I told you Southern guy would come in. Sorry, but can't stay. She's sick. Oh, that sucks. Been sick for a week. I knew you'd get on eventually, though. Anthony said everything in his town are held up by a day. Did you get yours by Saturday? He said he's not getting his yet because everything's held up by a day, so he'll probably get his Monday. The two winners are in the house. Tromska says, I'm glad you described these dentures in such detail. I'm looking to get some in the near future. Heck yeah, that's awesome. Okay, Sean, you said I like tooth to tooth. Oh, before I get to that, Southern Girl, everybody in here is going to be praying for you that you get to feeling better. I hope you do. Don't feel like you have to stick around or anything and answer anybody's questions. I'm sure if you're sick, you probably haven't done too much with these yet. Just kind of let us know how everything goes and everything, but get off and get some rest, and we'll all see you next weekend. It'll be awesome. Anyways, back to Sean. Tooth to tooth would work. Just know that there's a little leeway. I don't know if I have. Do we have a measuring tape somewhere here? I don't know if we do. Yeah, anybody that's new to the chat, thank you, Fun Size, for reminding me. Anybody that's new to the live stream right now, today is the one and only day that we are doing this. We are, anybody that gives a super chat, any type of super chat, $1 to whatever you want to give, every single dollar is going to be an entry in the next giveaway. So Mike Kane gave $2 today. He's going to have 2 extra entries on the next one. Sativa gave 5. She's going to have 5 extra entries on the next one. Heavy Runner gave $20. That's the one to beat today. He's going to have 20 extra entries on the next giveaway. Manny gave 10 and Desiree gave 5. So they're both going to have 10 extra and 5 extra. So anybody who gives anything today and today only, is able to buy some extra votes. And just remember, this doesn't go to my pocket. So I'm not asking you guys for money from me. This is for our community giveaway. So what we do is we try to let you guys raise some money and give a pair away to an active member, somebody that's here in the live chats all the time and helps the channel out and stuff like that. And everybody that comes all the time has gotten to know Fun Size Lady. Everybody talks to her all the time, and she's just a good person. If something happens, like with Shepherd's Voice, she's truly concerned about him. She's been a member, was probably the first member here, so definitely deserves a pair of these. And so we're raising money for her right now. Any super chat and any membership money, all of that is getting put into a fund to the side, and it's going to go to purchasing hers as a community giveaway. So again, anybody who gives a super chat today, any amount, goes towards her community pair, and you get an extra entries into the giveaway. So you can buy as many as you want. If you want to guarantee yourself a set, enter 100. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. I wouldn't want to see anybody give 100 and then not win. I would feel so bad. I would feel so bad. But heck, even if you have a pair, and even if you are a member, and even if you don't want to be entered in, you could always give in just to get this faster. Because as soon as we get fun size hers, we're going to pick somebody else. All the members, I'm going to have the members get together on the next one, and we're going to pick somebody else who's been an active member, who they've noticed, and we're going to set up a whole nother one. And we're going to keep giving these away until everybody decides to stop being a member, and everybody decides to stop joining our lives, and everybody unsubscribes. You know what I mean? We're going to do this as long as we can. Okay, one second. I'm going to see if I can find these. I'm going to do this for the first time, but I am going to say that I don't like the idea of measuring because you have so much play with them. You build these to yourself. So there is a little bit of room to play with on either side. Whole reason why I haven't measured them. Whole reason why I haven't shared measurements or anything like that. But today I'm feeling froggy, so I guess I'll do it today. We'll see. Let me get this over here. I've seen this just sitting on my desk over here. Let me get this out. Got a measuring tape. And we will do outside tooth to outside tooth. Little over 2 inches. Oh, am I getting that right? Yeah, the back tooth, outside tooth to outside tooth. About 2 1/4. Well, under 2 1/4. So, see that? And then my kind of center point, I'm trying to get this out of the way that I don't even know where my center point would be. Little under 2 inches. But that's the best way to measure it there. I'll bring it over here. Stop doing that on me. Yeah. Is that good enough, you think? You see it? I like your personality. I appreciate that. Oh, Donna's being called to dinner. Good to see you today. Hope you have a good night. Oh, I'm literally I wasn't even reading what you said. She said being called to dinner. Good to see you, everyone. Have a good night. And I didn't even read the rest of that. I just seen the dinner part, and I said, oh, good to see you tonight. Have a good night. It's almost like I was just reading her thing. That was funny. Anthony said, you can give mine to Fun Size Lady. I'm going to go ahead and write that down. I'll put this down at the bottom. Anthony, because he's a membership, has 5 extra. If you're a member, remember it's only $1.99 to become a member. Anthony, every member gets 5 extra entries. And he's going to give his to Fun Size Lady. And if Fun Size Lady, I'm hoping it doesn't take this long. I really don't. I hope we have the community giveaway long before the next giveaway. The next pair giveaway from Denture Rescue. I think we could raise the money prior to that because it's probably going to be another month until we do the actual giveaway from Denture Rescue. The next Denture Rescue giveaway. And if we can get that raised and get hers before then we'll take your extra 5 entries, give them to her, and she can give her 5, your 5, and then to somebody else, and we would literally just pick somebody else, and we would keep those funds, and just transfer it to the next person. They would just get there sooner. So it's always going to go to somebody else, not me. Always going to go to buying somebody a pair. So I'm putting that on that. See, that's how much of an effect fun size has had on this channel, is pretty much everybody that gets in here gets to know her. Oh, the tooth length. That one's a little harder to do, and I wish that I had a. I wish that I had one of those what do you call them? They're for cloth. I think that would be here. Tooth. This is right on the end of the tooth, and then you can just draw straight. Oh, here, let me hold this straight. There. You can draw a straight line over and see where it's at. If that works. Actually, it might be easier doing it like this. So you can see it by inches. I don't know. What do you want? Inches or centimeters? Just draw a straight line over. Hopefully that worked. Okay. If Fun Size said if she gets hers before the next giveaway to give them to whoever Anthony wants. So we'll ask Anthony around that time if that happens. We'll get with Anthony and Anthony can give them to whoever he wants. Sativa says, if I'm able to get, that's what I love to see. I really do. I love to see that. When people are entering in the giveaways, Sativa's a member, so she's banking on the 5 for the membership, and she's given $5 today. She gets 10 entries in the giveaway, which is going to really boost her, and she's still planning on buying a pair and just giving her entries to somebody else. That's a big heart, and I really appreciate that. She's got her just in case votes in case she can't get them in time. And then if she does, she's still got plans on getting them. So that's awesome. That's awesome to hear. I like that. I have so many people. The reason why it may seem a little bit like I really, really, really appreciate when people do just a small little gestures like that. And the reason being is because I get a lot of comments from people that are basically begging so hard they're demanding that I give them a pair. You know what I mean? This is what's wrong with me. Please just give these to me. Please just send these to me now. I need them more than anybody else, type of thing. And to me, I don't like that at all. I want to help as many people as I can, but I'm not just gonna. I've heard so many heartbreaking stories, and everybody has some sort of a. I'm not saying one person's story is worse than another's, because it all depends on situational stuff, things that I don't know about, things in the background. I haven't got to know you guys nearly good enough to know all of your guys' background stories and stuff. There's always stacks upon stacks upon stacks of stuff that gets somebody to where they are. And then some things can be issues because it's just blatantly somebody's fault. You know what I mean? Like, you just never know. And so it would behoove me not to just, oh, that breaks my heart, I'm just going to give you these. It doesn't work like that, and it can't work like that. It would be unfair to everybody else. So so when somebody shows some appreciation and some nicety and things like that about other people, then I really, really, truly appreciate it. So said I was actually, oh, Pat found the credit score thing. The credit score trick. I forgot you were doing that. That was like a long time ago. Let's see, talking about the actual tooth itself, like either of the front teeth. I don't think there's enough here. I mean, I'll do this. There's not really a good way to measure that. Here, let me move. This is all mirrored, so I'm having to go a little backwards. I was gonna try to get the edge of it on one, and then show. I don't know, you can take a screenshot of that and find it on your ruler. Just take a screenshot of it. That'd be your best way. I'm just going to stick it somewhere on here, and then you can kind of count it. Look at the lines. It's kind of hard to get with a flat tape and a round thing, but I don't have a cloth deal. So, yeah, they're large ones that I'm measuring. Yeah, Shepard asked if they were large. Says your current dentures are about 2 inches from back to tooth. Do you have medium ones to measure? I don't have medium ones to measure, no. Yeah, if yours is about 2 inches. Well, these are, remember, if you watch the original video, where I have the medium and the large, the mediums aren't very much smaller than these. They're very close. Only because, like, it's not going to seem very different because it's hard to explain. Like, a minuscule hair in your mouth seems like a log. You know what I mean? So your size differences, a small amount is actually a huge amount in your mouth. So they're not too much off. These are a little over 2 inches, right? Didn't I say that I measured them over 2 inches from back tooth to back tooth? So maybe the medium ones are perfect for you. If yours are about 2 inches and these ones are a little over 2 inches, the mediums are probably perfect for you. David Gooch said maybe everyone will be a winner. That's what I'm hoping for. I've said this a million times. If every single person who was a subscriber would give $1 once a month, I'd be able to give these away to every single person on here within the year, I think. But that's never going to happen. So, I mean, I have over 11,000 subscribers. I doubt I could get every single one of them to give $1. But if everybody would just give $1, I mean, we'd get it pretty quick. I mean, just the lives, because usually on the lives I get at least 300 people that eventually get on and watch it within the first few days, about 300, and then I think it's up to 500 or 600 by the end of the week. But if that initial amount of like 300 everybody gave $1 that watched it, then we could give these out probably like one every couple weeks. Just from you guys to everyone else. It would be that easy. But I get it. Some people can't. It's not a big deal to me. That's why we do these. So the people that can do and the people that can't, you know, everybody's still got a shot. So if you ask nicely, can get Denture Rescue to let you buy the sizing trays for $25. Yeah, Mike strong-armed them into letting him buy the trays. He annoyed them so much that they finally just sold him the trays. That's awesome, though. And with Madison, that's one of the first things that I'm going to ask her, if those are available for $25 now, because, and I'm going to just explain the whole tray thing. So I don't know how many of you guys have gotten on and talked to Denture Rescue, and how many of you guys have mentioned my videos in Denture Rescue. But they're very acutely aware of all this stuff. Shepard says, by my height, it would say medium. But by what you're measuring, that's why they give the trays, honestly, Shepard. There's such a tiny little difference between the large and the medium. Like, honestly, just a tiny little difference. I wish I had a medium. Tell you what, whenever they send the medium and large next time for the next giveaway, that'll be one of the first things I do. I'll make a video just measuring them. I've had enough people ask, but I've never wanted to, because I don't want people to say no to it when there's so much room to play on the inside. Because if I measured from my inside center line to inside center line, it would be way different than somebody else's. And you can actually, I have all this, you see how thick that is right there? I can actually come over a little bit if I wanted to on the other side as well. So there's room to play to fit these in your mouth right. And I would hate to measure my center line to center line. That's what most people ask for. Um, all I would be doing is measuring my gums. You know what I mean? And it wouldn't really tell you anything. Oh, Pat, you were looking up a video? How tall the tooth is? Did I miss something? Did I miss one of the things? I'm sorry. I must have. How tall the tooth is. Uh, Thank you, Fun Size, for letting me know that. Okay. Uh, Let me do. I'm gonna set the tooth right on the edge, and then if I can get close enough, you can see. There you go. If you want to take a screenshot of that, that's how tall the front teeth are on the large. I don't know if you can see the lines or not. Hopefully that works. I'll make a whole video of that. I'll find a better measuring, like one of those clothing measuring things where you can actually wrap it. It'll work a whole lot better than this. Let's see. Pat says you've got to wonder why dentists don't give people now dentures instead of immediate dentures so people can refit the dentures on their own. Well, not only that, but there's a lot of DIY realignment kits that are basically the exact same thing as this. That's where they got the idea for these, is because the DIY realignment kits are made of the same thermoplastic as these are made out of. Same color, same everything. In fact, Easy Denture sells a realignment kit. And if you would give these as immediate dentures and then you give people their regular dentures afterwards, and they would already know how the thermoplastic works, that when their gums shrink, they can just refit them DIY and not have to come back in and waste the dentist's time. You know what I mean? These seem like they would be a really good idea for a dentist to get a hold of and use as a immediate denture. Minnie says, I thought I would be able to buy my teeth next month, but then realized we need to get storage unit. Yeah, that sucks. When you have something else that comes up, it's usually how it is, isn't it? Patsy, Mike's saying Patsy, because the now dentures would have to be paid out of pocket, no insurance. If a dental place would buy the now dentures themselves, then you would be able to run insurance through the dentist place, and that's what I would like to see. And I think that might be my next move this year. At some point this year, this summer, is I'm going to go around to different dentists' offices and just show them these and tell them about how these would work good and I'm going to see if I can get any of them talked into taking them on and getting a hold of Denture Rescue and seeing if they can get these in stock so they can give them out as immediate dentures. I just don't think there's a whole lot of dental places that know about them. Not only that, but a lot of dental places have had set up, like the people that make dentures for them have made dentures for them for a long time, and they charge a lot of money. And the dental place makes a stipend out of each one of those. So it behooves them to stick with the company that they've had for a long time, that they've kind of had a partnership with. Especially here in Arc City, they mail theirs out to a company in Wichita or something like that, and they get made there for a few of these places here. So you can't even get immediate dentures the same day, typically around here. So I would love to see some people getting these and being able to get them on their insurance for because my insurance was 80/20, so I would have only had to pay for 20% of these. And they can mark them up, and it's still cheaper for you. You know what I mean? They could mark these up instead of selling them for $400 as immediate dentures. They could do it as $1,000. And then if you're paying 80/20, or if you're paying 20/80, so you're paying only 20% of it, you're still paying less than what you would pay. You know what I mean? It'd be awesome. I mean, they'd make money. Denture Rescue would make money. Everybody would make money. It'd be cheaper. David Gooch said, I just shared your channel on Facebook, so hopefully it will help. Oh, I appreciate that. That's awesome. Some people have denture Facebook groups. I didn't even know that those existed. I've been told about them. There's a few people in here that are in here right now that I think have some denture Facebook pages. And that first one that took off, that first video that really took off and got to, it's over a quarter million views now, has been shared in quite a bit of people's Facebook pages. So I appreciate that. That's awesome. That completely helps. What I was thinking about doing, because I have this idea um, about going around to different dental places in Kansas, maybe Arc City and Wichita and stuff, is what I want to try to see is if Denture Rescue would actually pay me like a sales stipend, like a percentage, if I could get dental places talked into having these as immediate dentures. So I could do it after work. I could go up to different dental offices and just say, hey, and show them a whole bunch of different ones, and then just be like, you order 1,000 of them, and then put them on hand and offer them for people with low income, and blah blah blah. They order 1,000, I get like 20% or something like that. Like I would do that in a heartbeat, and everybody would make money. And then people in the Wichita area and Arc City and stuff like that would be able to get these on insurance or on health savings account, which I think you can still buy these on a health savings card, even from Denture Rescue, if you have a health savings account. So, yeah. Pat says the best part is people wouldn't have to suffer with ill-fitting immediate dentures. 100%. Sativa says, I think that Michelle lady has a Facebook group. Are you talking about the Easy Denture Michelle? I think she does too. I don't think it's just a denture group. It's like a home and gardening and denture and stuff group, isn't it? I only think that because I think I watched one of her videos one time where she talked about it. Because I think her page was mostly like home and garden until she got into the Easy Denture and she started helping spread the word on Easy Denture. Yeah, yeah, Sativa. The first person that won the large that never responded back to me still hasn't responded back. Uh, Even if I went in and deleted the comment, you would still have a notification that there was a comment from somebody and be able to read it in the drop down. That's how YouTube works. He still hasn't said anything back. Only had one entry. Ended up winning the first one, and then after 24 hours, we had to do a redraw, and then Anthony won. He had the most. So, yeah, you never know. You could have 20 entries in and lose. You could have 20 entries in and win. You could have one entry in and win. You know what I mean? Like, it's just luck of the draw. That's what I figured. That's Michelle, the one on Easy Denture. She has done a lot of work with Easy Denture, spreading the word with Easy Denture. She's interviewed the Easy Denture people. I've talked to them about doing that, but they wanted to do this like pre-conference call with me about doing all this other stuff, and they wanted to have me say like, and I just don't do it that way. Now Dentures and Denture Rescue have never asked me to say anything specific. It's all just been from me. They just give me the product and they say go out and talk about it. Carol said, thank you. The back-to-back helped me a lot. I measured my old dentist dentures, and they measured exactly 2.25. I'm 5'2", so their chart says I should be medium, but my natural teeth were large. Oh, yeah. If they're 2.25, the large should work perfectly for you. So I guess we just saved you $35 in shipping by doing that. So that's awesome. I'll go ahead and do that this next week because I've been asked for the measurements probably 100 times, and I've never wanted to do it like I explained because of the play and I didn't want somebody to see the measurements and think because they're this and this and this, and it's not going to work for them when there's a ton of play on the inside. And you mold these to yourself. So I always assumed people wanted the measurements of the inside, and that just wouldn't work because that's my ridge. But I think I'll go ahead and do a video. I'll find me a cloth or a clothing measuring tape, and I'll do a full video on just measuring them, getting the exact measurements for everybody on at least the large. And then when they send me the giveaway mediums, I'll do one on that one too. Shepard says she's got to go. Hope you all have a great night. We hope you have a great night too, Shepard. Hope you get to feeling better. A lot of people on here are going to be praying for you. Appreciate you. Appreciate having you. David Gooch says, I wore my upper teeth for the first time and I thought I'd smile at everyone, but it felt so weird when I did it. I just felt strange. Are you talking about your regular dentures? Or are you talking about now dentures? Wore my upper teeth for the first time. You don't have to feel weird with the now dentures because they look good. I think they look good. I think they look really good. You say, they look so much different out, don't they? The only thing that I really don't like is this, because they are resin. That doesn't sound natural, but they're not porcelain or anything like that. They are resin, which is a type of plastic. Would that be? I don't know. I think it's a different chemical thing. David Gooch says, so it's going to take some time to get used to the now. Okay, so you're talking about the now dentures. I wore my upper teeth for the first time, and I thought I'd smile at everyone, but I felt weird. Oh, okay, I got you. Got you. Might take some getting used to. I think they look great. But I guess if you're not used to having them or having straight teeth like that in, I can see how it can be a little bit daunting. I really do. Or if they don't fit your face. I think mine fit pretty good. My problem is, oh, do I have something on here? Right here? I think I had something on it too. I did. Must have been part of that burger I ate earlier. I had a big old gigantic burger from the mall. It was delicious. My problem was my original teeth, my ridge is just kind of like, it's got waves and stuff through it. It's because my teeth were really crooked. And then the front kind of like, it kind of came down and back. My front teeth did. And so when I put these in for the first time, I seen them straight for the first time. And then I had a stroke when I was 23. So you can see in my face how one side muscularly is different than the other. So when I smile, this side goes up higher than this side. I'm trying to get it to go. Trying to get the other side to go. It's just crooked. So sometimes when I get to talking, this side goes up and this side doesn't. And it makes it look crooked because these are so straight. It looks a lot more crooked now because these are so straight. Get what I'm saying? Like my teeth were crooked enough, you never noticed it. And I still have people get on videos and stuff every now and then, some of my videos, and say, your teeth aren't in straight, they look a little crooked. No, they're perfectly straight. They're aligned with the center of my, it's just my face is crooked. David said, so it's going to take some time. Get used to the now dentures. Yeah. Oh, I already read that. If you've not had a smile for a long time, it does feel weird at first, Anthony says. Let's see. David said, never had any dentures before, so it's just strange to have teeth now. Oh, yeah. They look great, but I'm talking funny now. Oh yeah, I can imagine because when I take mine out, my like I can't talk really good because I don't have the back of my teeth for my tongue to hit against. So it fifth kind of fuzz out while I'm talking. And so I can imagine because I've known people that don't have any teeth. I've known several people that don't have any teeth and they talk perfectly clear. I can imagine popping teeth in for the first time. It's going to screw everything up because you've had a lifetime of trying to get your tongue to work perfectly to the back of your gums instead of the back of your teeth. So getting that little thing to go, um, I can imagine that's probably tough. How long was it, David, that you didn't have teeth for? Like even like a month without having teeth, you'll start adjusting and you'll start talking right with just gums. A week, 2 weeks, a month, like it won't take very long. Your body is pretty good at adjusting to things. And then you get that muscle memory built up through the years. I can only imagine. Like how long did you go without having any teeth in? I'm genuinely interested. Mike said when you didn't have any teeth, did you have a problem with drooling? You know what's funny, Mike? With these, I actually have more of an issue with drooling because I don't feel so when you have teeth, you can feel the vibration of like saliva on your teeth and you can feel the saliva on your gums. But when you have these in wrapped around your actual gums, you don't feel any of that. Like none of it. So I've actually had more of an issue with drooling with these in than without. It's not a bad problem. It's just I get saliva built up under here. And then every now and then, like once in a blue moon, I'll just look down and it'll dump out. I'll just drool it out. So because I have it goes all the way back to the back part here on the bottom, all the way down, and your gland underneath your tongue is like right over, like say right about in there, and so all that just pulls up down here sometimes of saliva, and then when you dip forward, it just dumps it out. I've had that happen a few times, not a lot, but a few times. Steva says, I think it will just take a bit to get used to seeing yourself with them. Mike says, yeah, the other thing with no teeth is my pronunciation has degraded. I can't talk without teeth. I take mine out at night and I'm just terrible. Like, terrible. You can barely understand what I'm saying. So I get that. 10 years without teeth. So you've got some 10 years worth of muscle memory built up. 10 years worth of muscle memory. That's crazy. That's a long time. Mike, yeah, yep, it's exactly. Look down and it drops out. Happens. It is what it is. Or sometimes, so your saliva gland is activated whenever you like touch it or you put pressure on it under here. And there's sometimes that I'll be going in to take the bottoms out, and I usually start with the back and they kind of pop forward. And if I have usually by the end of the day when I'm taking the bottoms out, uh, most of the adhesive has basically gotten gooey and it's basically not working that well anymore anyways, and it just kind of slides out. But sometimes I'll be taking them out and they'll be stuck solid and I'll be having to work on them, kind of going back and forth, and it'll be pressing into that on the inside and just building that saliva up. And as soon as I pull those bottom teeth out, it's just like all that saliva just starts dripping out. It's hilarious. And then you got to get in there and just like kind of clean all that out. Like it's funny. David, you'll get the hang of it soon. You'll be a pro. So, David, you're another one. Anthony, David, anybody else that has the now dentures and they're working, you're able to eat with them. You're able to do stuff with them. What I would like to do is just ask you if one of these weeks I could get you on a live video call. You don't have to be on video. You can turn your video off, just basically your voice, so we can hear you talk, and then I can just ask you questions. I would like to do just anybody that has now dentures. So if you're in the chat right now and you have now dentures, um, set something up with me, and I'm going to get with Fun Size and kind of ask what a good platform for that is. She was actually going to get on not too long ago. She sent me a link and we were going to get on and do something like that, but I need to set that up with my OBS so I can do a secondary screen for that. So I would probably have you get on prior to the live starting, and then we'd get everything set up, and then I would just call you back. Um, and then we'd basically get on with everybody, and they can ask you questions and you can actually talk back. I'd love to have any one of you, and everybody's basically begging for this type of stuff. Um, Everybody in the chat earlier was saying they want to hear from some people, and these are things that I would actually set my OBS up, or my OBS up to actually record to, and I would set them as individual videos on the channel so other people could get on and hear live testimonies from people. So if you want to do that, if you're interested in it, David or Anthony, um, it would help out the channel and help out so many other people who are interested in now dentures. And if you do think that now dentures would help benefit somebody else, uh, it would definitely 100% help. So get at me. I'm going to go ahead and put my, well, Anthony, you already have my email. You, I had to email your tracking and stuff. Send me an email uh, next week, next Sunday, Sunday after that. Just pick a day if you want to, or just you can email me back and say no, I don't feel comfortable with it. And I'm fine with that too. Um, but I'd like to get at least some people on to give, and it only has to be like 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be the whole 2 hours. I mean, you don't have to be on the entire time that I'm live. It would help a lot of people. David says, any advice on how to get my phone and TV synced? I've tried to pause it and hit the play, but it's not easy to get them on the same time. Are you talking about like being able to view from one and the other? It just kind of depends on how. So we have two different brand TVs that we watch. We watch all of our games. Like we're huge Niners fans here. You can tell, huge Niners fans. Me and my wife both. And we usually have the game running on two different TVs on YouTube. YouTube Live, the NFL Live on YouTube, and they never match up. The streams never match up. It's two different brands. Both TVs get the well, it's two different. One's a 4K Fire Stick and one's a regular Fire Stick, and they basically take in the internet signal. One's at a slower rate than the other one, and you can even get them lined up perfectly at the beginning, and then eventually you'll go to the other one and it'll be behind a little bit because its the resolution is a little bit smaller than the other one, in like simple terms. So it just kind of depends on how your devices are. In some cases you can just fast forward until you get them synced up perfectly. In other cases it just depends on what rate they uh, get the internet. I'm terrible with tech talk. I really am. I understand how it works, but I can't really explain it. The Wi-Fi signal, how good it gets a Wi-Fi signal. What's it called? Like a buffer rate or something like that, or a what is it? CPU? Your CPU rate. Yeah, I don't want you to do it today. Just sometime. Here, David, I'm gonna put my, okay, everybody else that's on here, please don't spam this. I always ask. I've shared my email a million times, and as long as you guys don't take advantage of it, then you guys can definitely save it and keep it. And if you need something very specific or something, you can always get back with me. But please don't. I this is my YouTube. I get a lot of product requests and stuff like that in it. Uh, there's people who do find their way into my email and email me, people that are subscribers and stuff. And if I'm not already expecting an email from you, I don't answer them. Just FYI, because I get so many product ones and stuff. Sometimes I have to specifically be looking for your email. So make sure that you put in the title, like Southern Gal did, and like Anthony did whenever they emailed me about the giveaways. They basically put their username in the email so I could see it and I knew what to be looking for. Southern Gal put it in like big lettering in the caption. So put on like at David Gooch 9882 and just I'm gonna put this in here. And then David, send me an email and let me know what day works for you. Doesn't even have to be next week or the week after that. It can be down the road. Just a Sunday afternoon that works good for you. You too, Anthony. Just any time. I know that it would just benefit so many people here. It would be amazing. So again, guys, I haven't mentioned it in a little while, so I just want to mention it again. We're coming up on the 2 hour mark. We've got about probably 10 more minutes until we hit the 2 hour mark. So before we get off of here, just want to mention again, today and today only. Today and today only. We're probably not going to do this again. I want to try to get fun size there as fast as we can, and we're doing our community giveaway thing, and so I'm offering everybody extra giveaway entries for any amount that they give in a super chat. So if you give $1, you get an extra entry. If you give $5, you get 5 extra entries, so on and so on. You can enter as much as you want, honestly. $100, you get 100 entries. I wouldn't do it because I would hate for you to lose. But anybody that gives a super chat right now, you get that many entries into the next giveaway. Right now, we've got Mike Kane that has 2 extra votes coming on the next giveaway. Sativa, she's getting 5 extra entries on the next one. Heavy Runner Music is getting 20 extra entries on the next one. Minnie, she's getting 10 extra entries on the next one, and Desiree, she's getting 5 extra on the next one because each of them gave 2, 5, 20, 10, and $5. So anybody out there that's new that hasn't heard that yet, I've said it about 3 or 4 times during this live feed. If you want any before the end of the hour, because the end of the hour will be 8 o'clock. I think I'll be getting off of here about 8:15, sometime around there. If you enter any amount of money, you get that many extra entries in the next giveaway. And that should be coming here pretty soon. So, and remember, if you're a member, if you become a member, you get 5 extra entries anyways. Did I explain that right? Did everybody get that? Denseit Fit. I've never heard of that. I did start going around on me and Southern Girl last time. I think it was Southern Girl. I'm pretty sure she uses Temu quite frequently, and I've always told people because I've seen so many things on Temu, they all seem like scams. And I've had so many comments from people saying this is the worst. Okay, I get comments from people all the time saying I bought those crappy Now dentures and now I'm out $42 and they're pieces of junk. And I have to comment back and say if you spent $42, you didn't get Now dentures because they're a lot more money than that. So there are ads that run even during this live. You guys have probably seen them. There's scam ads that run that use the Now denture imagery and pictures. Denture Rescue's trying to get them taken down, but there are scam. Don't fall for them. If you're paying under $350 for a set, if you're paying under that, then you're not getting the right set because they're about $365 for the set. 170 or 165, 175. I don't remember. Anyway, somebody else can help out with that. But anyways, they're a lot more expensive than like $42.50. Everything on Temu is super cheap, and I've heard about a few of them that have like a silicone gum and a resin teeth and stuff like that. And I thought about getting on there and just ordering a few different things because I think I could spend about $40 and probably get about 6 or 7 items because they're so cheap. I haven't seen one thing, even if they have the Now Denture imagery or the Denture Rescue pictures and stuff like that. I start flipping through it, and you can tell right off the bat that it's a scam product and it's not going to work. So I would stay away from it, but I'm planning on making a video on it of showing some of them and going through them and looking at several of them. I would also like to do that again with Amazon, some of the newer products, because the last time I did a video on that, I oh, there's Topeka PC with $9. Holy cow! Hell yeah! Thank you, man. He's gonna get 10 extra entries, so $9.99. You're gonna get 10 extra entries on your next one. Hell yeah! Look at him go. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Donate mine to whoever is in need. So you don't want to have your 10, you just want to give those away. All right. I will keep that in mind. I'm going to write that down here. That right there is a true gentleman. Just donating to the cause and giving some extra giveaways to whoever needs them. That's amazing. That's awesome. Anthony gave his membership extra 5 to fun size today too, so she's gonna get 10 entries already on hers. Oh, I just got an email from Southern Gal. She said, sorry about tonight, but went to Quick Care Wednesday, had 2 x-rays and a breathing treatment. Left with 4 new meds and 2 new breathing treatment daily. Hold on. I can't read it all on here. On my thing. I think this will be... She probably doesn't want me reading this out loud, huh? Oh, she has a fever, says she doesn't feel good. Thankfully, it's not pneumonia. She said, I should get mine tomorrow, but may not feel well enough to start them. I'll let you know. Still going to try to film it because of my class 3. Awesome. Yeah, see, I had asked her. Thank you for that update, Southern Gal. I know that you'll get on here later and watch this whole thing. So, much appreciated. I really do appreciate that. Everybody was asking about that. Everybody at the beginning of this one to see how Southern Gal or Anthony's process went and all that different stuff. So everybody's excited to hear about it. And I'll get a hold of her to see if we can get a live with her because she's actually planning on filming the whole process. So she's going to make an actual making video for you guys to all see. And then I'm going to share and hype up her link for her so we can get that out there. So I'm pretty happy about that. She has a class 3 bone growth, I think is what she said. And so she's going to see how well it does with her bone issue. So I'm excited to see that. I think that's going to help out a ton of people because it's not just a normal thing. You know what I mean? So Spiffy7 says hello. Hello, Spiffy. Oh, David says he only has the upper plate. He's going to get the lower one next month. That's cool. Okay. Then, I mean, you can get a hold of me if you want to, David, and we can set up a live with just the top one, or you can wait until you get the other one if you want to, whichever one you want to do. Because there are a lot of people on here that can't afford both of them, and they're buying one plate at a time. And maybe they want to see just how one of them looks. A lot of people buy the upper ones and you just can't see the lower part. And they look good. I know 2 different people at work right now that only wear uppers. And they look normal. Completely normal. And they talk good. So it just kind of depends. Thank you, Minnie. Minnie says a full set is $374. I thought it was $375 or something like that. That's good to know. So how much is a single then? Half of that, right? What is half of 340? I'm terrible with math. What is half of 374? Go, poker dealer. What is half of 374?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. My wife used to be a poker dealer. She's supposed to be good with math.
No. What does that being a poker dealer have anything to do with math?
Because you had to count chips.
So that was not division. I can add just fine.
No, unfortunately, Topeka said fun size. You don't have yours yet. Unfortunately, she hasn't gotten hers yet. We still haven't raised the money. Number one.
You say
Uh,
374
yeah,
divided by 2?
yeah.
187.
So 187 a piece. We just haven't raised the money yet. We're getting pretty close today, actually. Um, let's see where we are. You want me to see where we are? We got. Let's see. Let me find my calculator so I can add all this up. While I'm doing that, just remember, Spiffy's new on here. I didn't see him earlier. So anybody else that wants to give before we go, feel free to give. And you get the amount that you give in votes. So you give $5, you get 5 votes on the next giveaway whenever that comes around. And it's... Whoops. Just waiting for the fun rate. 177 per plate with the discount. I think they do still automatically apply the discount from what I've been told. Oh, I messed this up hard. Now I got to start all over. And we got to remember that, see, the last time it went up really quick because the memberships were actually far more. And we had about 20 members, and it was like $5 to become a member. And then we erased all the memberships and we set it so more people could become a member to $1.99. So the actual memberships are lower. So they don't make as much as the last. The last one was super fast, mainly because of the memberships. Okay, so right now we are at 136.27 out of 177. So we need $40.73 to go. And you know what? Honestly, that's how much we get in memberships. So even if we don't raise another dime, as soon as the next membership kicks in, then these will go out. Buy the next membership. So about the 20th of next month. So not this month, on not tomorrow, because that's when the new 40 goes in. That's the one that I counted here, 4060. It would be May the 20th. So no matter what, if nobody gives another dime from between now and May the 20th, it will. She'll have them at that time. So, holy cow! Topeka. PC just gave $50. Holy moly. That's where it's at right there.
How much?
$50 from Topeka PC. Wow. All we needed was 40.73 and Topeka pushed it over right there. So that's going over by $10. So I'm going to drop $10 down here to go automatically onto the next person. And then, so as soon as my YouTube check clears, which will be about the 21st or the 22nd, I'm going to put that order in. So be excited, fun size. About the 21st or the 22nd, I'm putting that order in. That's awesome. That is awesome. That's how it is. That's what I love to see right there. That's what I absolutely love to see. Man,
That's
that
cool.
that ended the best way it could have ended. The whole stream. Topeka PC, you just made my whole night. And I'm sure fun sizes too. So we'll be picking a new person on about the 22nd, 23rd, sometime around there. So YouTube usually they pay on the 20th, but it usually doesn't go out till the 22nd or 23rd. So I'll get that. Well, all this money that's coming on tonight won't come out until May, but I'm gonna go ahead because it's all been donated now. I will receive that personally in May, but I'm gonna go ahead and preemptively use this YouTube check that's coming in to go ahead and purchase that, and we'll get that out to you. So that's awesome. It's good stuff. I'm blown away. That was a pretty good idea tonight. So, Topeka, come the next giveaway, do you realize you have 50 entries that you can just hand out to people? If you want. Well, more than 50 because you gave 10 earlier. So you have 60 entries you can give away to anybody you want. that's amazing. So Anthony, you're gonna have to figure out who else to give your extra 5 to. So that's hilarious. Yeah, David, that's what I've been told by so many people. So many people. They're just junk. Yep. God, that's awesome. How was that? What do you think, Fun Size? How was that today? Aren't you glad you were on today? Uh, Literally, I wasn't even thinking that this was going to happen this week. I really wasn't. In fact, if I could give you guys an insight of what happened Friday, which I can't, but if I could give you guys an insight of what happened Friday, you guys would understand. I was in such a horrible, horrible mood Friday because of stuff that transpired. I can't talk about it, but figured I would be uh, just stressed out all weekend because of it. Because come Monday, we gotta kind of go over a few things um, in a personal matter. But so it's kind of just been a weekend where I've just been thinking about this for a while. I wasn't really gonna thinking that much was gonna happen today, and I'm just excited because Fun Size has been literally an anchor point for this. She's been just about at every single live event. In fact, when we were giving away to King Bob, I remember thinking multiple times we should be giving these to Fun Size because she was far more involved and helped out so much during that whole time that when Bob got his and we finally bought his for him, I immediately was like, I was gonna go through and just review everybody's because YouTube will show you who your biggest fans are. You know, people who talk the most and say the most and comment the most and stuff like that. And I was gonna go through all of it and do an actual honest like, I see this person the most, but you know, we'll see what's going on with it. But I kept thinking in my mind like, there's no way I'm not picking Fun Size for this. And the funny thing is, Bob got on right after that live, And he said, if you don't pick fun size, you're crazy. And so I was like, that's exactly who I was planning on picking. So I'm pretty ecstatic about that. People that have good hearts deserve good things. So, all right, we'll do that. Fun size says, give all mine to Minnie. That's awesome. Everybody's giving them to Minnie. Yes, that's Minnie. You deserve that. That's good. So Minnie's gonna get 15 extra from. Wait, 5 extra from Anthony. 10 extra from Topeka PC because he had that $10 that he said to give to Fun Size. I don't know where his 50 are going. And then she gets her own 5 because she's a member. And then you have your 10 that you got today. So in the next entry, Minnie has 30 entries going on right now. That's amazing. Unless I missed anything, you should have 30 on the next one. So that's going to Minnie. I'm going to write that down here. We see Minnie and, like probably about the second most Southern gal. Sativa, you're a little newer, but I've been seeing you quite a bit, a lot more lately. You've jumped into this, and you're just about as talkative as Fun Size and Southern Gal and Shepherd's Voice and Donna W. There's quite a few people on here that are on a lot and say a lot of stuff and really get involved with everybody. So love the questions, love everybody getting to know each other and stuff too. That's so definitely deserving. So Minnie would definitely be one that I would throw out there to say to give them to. That's cool. So you decide how you want to split those 50 up. Topeka, if you want to. David says, I wish I had money to buy for others, but I live on disability, so I'm not able to help out at the moment. But, it's all good. Not everybody has that extra ability to do that type of stuff, so. Dang, Topeka just put 20 more on Minnie. Topeka's in a giving mood. He's one of those people we call big hearts and deep pockets, and I really do appreciate that. So she just got 20 more put on her name. We'll put another 20 here. You didn't have to buy another 20, Topeka. You already had 50 you still haven't given away, but that's funny. Throw a little on Sativa or something here, you know what I mean? Give Donna W a cup. No, she's planning on buying hers, I think. I don't know. Actually, I think Sativa, didn't you say that you were planning on buying yours too if you didn't win? But it'd be nice to get them for free, wouldn't it? Spiff says, love your videos. Keep it up. I appreciate that. Yeah, Topeka, that's the best way to do it. It is. It really is. I see all this money and I think, man, you know what? I wish I was able to keep some of this. So that's good stuff. You've given quite a bit. Man, we really appreciate that. Fun Size appreciates it, I know. Jax, thank you for that. Make sure that you guys come on Sundays, 6 o'clock. Make sure that you guys get involved. Make sure you get to know these people. Everybody here really kind of goes back and forth and talks to each other, gets to know each other. And we just kind of have a good time. So, man, get on here, get to know everybody. Everybody will get to know you. And that's just how it goes. You know what I mean? Minnie's put in the time. Fun Size is put in the time, and look at that being rewarded. That's awesome. Okay, so give the 50 to whoever you want. So what I'm going to do, because she's here, Sativa, I'm going to give you 20 of them. And then let's see. 30, 40. So Minnie's got 50 at the moment already. All together. She's going to have 50 on the next one. Sativa, I'm giving you 20 of the 50 that he got on that one. And then there was some. Did Shepherd's Voice buy some? I can't remember. I'm going to put Shepherd. I'm going to put her down for another 20. Okay? Because she's on here all the time. I'm trying to think. There's somebody else that was here earlier. Help me think. Who do you think, Fun Size? Who do you think? You know who's been here since day one. You've basically been on just about all of them. You've barely missed one. Help me think of somebody that's been on here quite a bit. They don't have to be on today. We could surprise them and say you got 10 sent to you from Topeka PC. Is there somebody in today, or is there, who do you think? I like the live stream best, but I've watched it. Well, I really appreciate it. You know what, David? I'm going to give you the other 10. Actually, David, we'll do 5. No, we'll do 10. We'll do the other 10 to David. I already said it. We'll do the 10 to David. There you go. We gave away all 50. So I'm going to give Sativa 20, Shepherd 20, and David 10. That good with you? Topeka PC? And then David, if you just decide, because you're planning on buying them anyways or something, if you decide you don't, because you have the tops, you could have an extra top and a bottom, like whatever you need. If you decide that you want to give those to somebody, you're more than welcome to, since you already had the plan of buying them. But maybe we can just get you a bottom set or something. We'll see what we can do. That's cool. I got this all written down. This is just for this night and this night alone. So not only did we do some awesome giveaways for people, some awesome extra votes for people for the next giveaway. That's going to help some people get a little bit of an advantage. Some live people that are here all the time. God dang, we raised enough money to get Fun Size hers. So, sheesh. That's cool. And we're at the 2-hour mark. Well, we're past it. It's about 2.5 hours now. I do have to take a shower. I got to get up early in the morning and go to work and stuff. So, does anybody else have any questions? Anything you want to add to this great day on live before I get off of here? Anything at all? Say anything to anybody else? If you want to, I usually leave this running for like an extra couple minutes just so everybody can say bye and stuff. So. You said David will have 15 since he is a member. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, he's a member. He'll have 15 altogether. Whoops. I better rewrite that down. Yep. And so Topeka PC, I think you're a member too, aren't you? I think you're a member. You will have another 5 to give away if you are. I think you are. That's all right, Spiff. You don't need money. You can get an extra. You can get an entry in. Remember, last time somebody who put one entry in ended up winning first, and then they didn't contact me back, so we had to do another giveaway, and Anthony got him. So just one entry can still win. Yep. Oh yeah, it's not saying on here whenever you said something. I'm looking at it now. When you said something on here, it doesn't say membership by your name. So I guess you're not a member. I thought you were a member. Okay. For some odd reason, I was thinking you were a member. You are the number one person in the chat right now, in the live chat. Number one. I think people would have to donate a lot of money to take that away from you. Yep. All right. Well, good night, everybody. I appreciate everybody getting on tonight. I'm going to go jump in the shower and finish up what I need to do for the night. It was fun having you guys. Stay tuned, and I will let you guys know as soon as I know something on that giveaway. And Anthony, David, anybody else, Southern Gal, you guys that already have some working now dentures or something like that. I know, David, you only have the one, but the people that have working now dentures and stuff, make sure that you send me an email and let me know if you want to come on a live time and do a live thing. Fun size, I know. When we get yours sent to you, I really hope that you get on, because I think people would really appreciate it if you get on and just kind of talk about it when you get through it all and stuff, and put them in, get them to work. I'll let you know. I'll let you know when I order them. I've just got to wait for YouTube to send me the check, and then I will put the order in. So it'll be awesome. I'll let you know the day. Like with Bob, I sent him the. I'll get your. I think I have your. I'll have to email me your address, because I will need your address to put it in. And then I'm probably, because with his, I ordered it with my card, and then on the receipt it showed my card number on it. So don't want to do that again. So I don't want to get in the habit of that. What I might do is I might just put all of it on go through the process, see how much it's going to cost, and I might ship you or send you an image of a green dot card of some kind, so you can actually enter all the information in yourself and just order them yourself. I think it would be a whole lot easier. Unless you have a Cash App that I could just send the money to you and you can order them. Yeah, just email me what you want to do. If you want me to I can mail you a card with the money preloaded on it. I could, because I can go to Walmart and get that all put on a card. If you have Cash App, I can send it all to your Cash App and you can order them yourself. Or we can do something another way. Just send me your email and I'll try to order them as a guest. And we'll do something. Oh, you have Cash App? If you have Cash App, that would probably be the best way to do it. So I can actually just send you an email whenever I get paid by YouTube, and then I can just send that exact amount to Cash App. I think that would work. So just send me an email so I can get back I have your emails. Just send me an email, just a quick one saying, just say, hey, what's up? And that way I can save it at the top. And then when YouTube pays me, I will reach right out to you and we'll figure it out from there. Well, actually, send me an email with your Cash App so I can get all that typed in and stuff. So anyways, appreciate you guys coming out. Can't wait to do this again. And we will see everyone out there next Sunday at 6 p.m. All right, sounds good. Thank you, Fun Size. We'll see you guys later.